aktuelle Nummer 5 der Welt. Ein World Grand Prix und Grand Slam of Darts Finalist mit 26 PDC-Titeln. Hier kommt Chizzy Dave Chisnall.
Wollt ihr Malle zurück? Wir wollen Malle zurück. Seid ihr denn Malle verrückt? Wir wollen Malle zurück. Seid ihr denn alle verrückt? Wir wollen Malle zurück. Guten Tag, ich will mein Malle zurück. Scheiß auf den Job, scheiß auf mein Geld.
Look at what the arrival of Dave Chisnall does to Switzerland. One man genuinely losing his mind at the arrival of Chiz. He is either the most sane man on the planet or completely medically wrong. And I don't know which, and I don't care, because Dave Chisnall is here in the penultimate game of the night as the #1 seed looks to book his place in the final day of the Swiss Darts Trophy. He is a two-time winner this year on the Euro Tour. He is the provisional top seed for Dortmund. He was the top seed for Dortmund last year, and only one player has ever been the #1 for the European Championship 2 years running. That was MVG. And Dave Chisnall do the same. Rob Malarkey alongside me to watch Chizzy take on the Asp, another man who is a delight to see up on a Euro Tour stage, but for very different reasons, because, to be honest, there have been serious doubts about what his career was going to be like following the injury problems he had, but the signs are good.
First leg, Nathan to throw first. Game on.
Well, it looks as though these two are going to enjoy it, whatever the outcome, but just going back to what you said a few moments ago, Dan, it was interesting that when Nathan Aspinall walked off stage, or before he walked off stage last night, after his opening win against Marcel Valpen, he spoke to Filip Brzezinski and he said, "I feel fantastic and I feel pain-free." Now, we saw him return to the Euro Tour last weekend in Budapest. He had a rather premature exit there, but he just looked to be enjoying himself. And he said it was a good workout last night. I think that's what he wanted. He wanted something competitive, but not too challenging, not too extensive.
58.
In the end, I mean, it was 5-1, or he led 5-1. It got back to 5-3, but he sealed the deal with a 1-2-7 checkout. And yeah, great to see Nathan back and playing with a smile on his face once
58.
again. But the finishing was good last night as well. 6 out of 8 from Aspinall in that one.
Yeah, and look, there's still going to be work to do. He knows he's got to work his way back to top form. We've not really seen him click into top gear. But if, just give him time, he'll get there. If his arm is able to withstand the rigours of playing regularly, Nathan Aspinall is going to be competitive.
I mean, it was only a couple of weeks ago that he pulled out of Amsterdam, didn't he, for the World Series finals.
92.
So there were still 1 or 2 question marks about exactly what path he would take, but great to see him back nevertheless, and let's just hope he can stay injury-free and pain-free and carry on feeling fantastic as he said he was last night. Double top here for Nathan Aspinall for the opening leg, and the 13 darter, nothing pain-free about that one for Nathan.
Second leg, Dave to throw first.
The other, oh sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's taken up running in the last couple of months. That's a big thing. He was in the gym this morning. He was...
How do you know that?
60.
He told me.
All right, I was going to say you weren't there, sure.
No, of course I wasn't. Barely just got in the country, Malarkey. Give me a chance. But he did say he was doing some work on his core. It's been a while. He is dreading a bounce out.
98.
Doesn't want to be bending over to pick that up. Still feeling the effects.
One of his biggest problems last night was this minor, I say minor issue, I think it was a minor issue, because he got over it in the end, with the scorer on the left-hand side of the stage as he looks. Just seemed to be a little bit slow in writing down the numbers, not necessarily doing the calculations, but writing down the numbers. And it was still carrying on as Nathan steps up to the oche, and it was proving a little bit of a distraction. He didn't talk about it at the end. He didn't mention it in his post-match interview. Wouldn't have expected him to, but it was clearly a problem. He did point it out to George Noble. The same personnel not on duty tonight, I might add. Whether that's a coincidence or what, I don't know. But
It probably is a coincidence. Yeah. But I tell you what, this is some start from Nathan. I mean, it's a poor start from Dave Chisnall, but this is a great start from the As.
very encouraging indeed.
34, if you require 89.
Chizzy gets down to a finish, but this one may be beyond him already. 89 here.
Is he going 20 and ball? Well, he tried. I don't really think
35.
that he needed to do it, but he is taking on the top seed. Oh, maybe he did need to do it. Ooh, couldn't follow.
94. Nathan, you require 54.
Well, I don't think he can believe it.
76.
I'm not sure too many people can either. That looked the opportunity for Aspinall, but will he return? Chizzy looking at 76, having threatened the 170 a short while ago. Double eights.
60. Nathan, you require 40.
That would have been a bit of a pinch of a leg, wouldn't it? But this is for 2-0. Double top. And it seems to be his double to go to, his double of choice since returning from his injury. He's typically been a double 16 man. And I don't know if this is a permanent change or whether it's something Nathan Aspinall is doing in the build-up to the World Grand Prix, of course, double start format.
140.
Yeah, that visit to Hungary last week was his first appearance on a European Tour stage since a first-round defeat in Kiel as well.
100.
So it's been a long time. He lost to Richie Edhouse. He was feeling really tired that day. He did say to me that on that occasion that he'd just been involved in the Premier League the night before. It was a late finish. It was a difficult journey as well. And he was feeling a little bit tired on that occasion. And he was on fairly late at night as well. So not in the best of shape physically, I don't think,
85.
going into that one. Did win a couple of Premier League nights this season.
Yeah,
one of which was the big one in Rotterdam as well.
Yeah, another very, very good Premier League campaign from Nathan, but second year where he's finished 5th just
81.
outside the playoffs. Leaves himself on a potential 11 darter. He has had a perfect scoring visit in every leg of this match, and things are starting to happen for Nathan Aspinall, and this is something you should all get excited about.
100.
Doesn't need to go 2 tops. Yeah, treble 16's an option. Chizzy back in 235. I think that was a conservative effort.
Yeah.
60.
Going as high as he could without being too threatening. But yeah, could have had options there, but either way he will return. And yeah, once again, 20 is the way forward for Nathan Aspinall here.
Nathan, you require
Chizzy's left
40.
himself 170 again. Fancies his chances maybe. But that one is bang on the money. That was right in the middle of that double 20 bed. And yeah, playing fantastic was his assessment last night. And I think you've got to say, looking pretty sharp tonight as well in the main. 13 darters
140.
either side of the 16 darter. As far as the European Championships are concerned, by the way, Aspinall came into this weekend with 12.5. Needed to win his opening match to guarantee some ranking money. Got that. Now looking for a bit more.
100.
Yeah, win this game, he's into the provisional spots. But this is the thing, because he's had that time off and because he skipped a bunch of events at the start of the year where he's trying to manage his schedule with the Premier League and World Series events, he knew that he would have to make up for it. Now, last year, he tried to do it, missed out on minor, the Players' Championship finals. He's got work to do there. He's got work to do to get to the European Championship.
100.
But this, Nathan Aspinall, a pain-free Nathan Aspinall, who may be working his way back to form, because this is the best we've seen from him in a while.
98.
This guy's going to the European Championship.
Yeah.
Surely. It is good.
And of course, he's involved in this little tussle with Chizzy for the world #5 spot right now as well, and he may well reclaim it
131.
in the not too distant future.
121.
Lizard Sting. A clear 301 points in 2 visits for a 12-darter, a break and a 4-0 lead. He's got the treble to the 11s. Bullseye for the Asp.
84. David requires 36.
Wanted the bullseye, found a single 13 to leave 37. Chizzy needs 1 fewer. Double 18. Chizzy was just checking to see how far inside that was. Double 9 though, just outside. It is outside, Dave. You would have heard a call from George Noble had it been good. Now you'll hear it.
Hey, short of full leg, Dave Chisnall. Fifth leg, Nathan.
Thought he did it first time, was convinced he did it second time, did hit it third time. And it's a good job, because 4-0 with a double break against a guy averaging 109 would have been a serious problem.
100.
Well, that second dart just lay down, got out the way so he could find his way through to the treble 20. Worked out quite nicely in the end there for Nathan. As is this game in general. Look at the numbers.
129.
I did have a brief chat with Chizzy last night. He was just uber confident about where he is right now. Every right to be as well, but really good assessment of how pleased he is with his career. So, and little wonder as well. You know, you look at his numbers lately. 4 titles this year, 2 alone in September. He's won 2 of the last 4 Euro events, and he's competed in 2 of the last 3 finals on the Players' Championship as well.
100.
Yeah, only losing out to MVG, a very good MVG in Wigan, by the way, and winning on Wednesday. 15 grand ranking money.
100.
26 titles to his name now. 8 of them on the European Tour, of course. Looking to make it 9 this weekend, but he's got work to do. He's got work to do in this leg again on the Aspinall throat, because he's strayed the wrong side.
50.
50 scored. Messy visit for Chiz.
Yeah, just when it looked like he might, forcing his way back into this.
$59.
Traveller's visit just leaves him vulnerable. And with this to face Darryl Gurney, bumped up into the seeded positions again this weekend.
134.
Was Gurney, who sensationally beat Dave Chisnall last week in Budapest. Again, a potential repeat meeting.
39. David require 88.
Well, this leg is proving to be a real problem for Nathan Aspinall, and Chizzy now has real ambitions of a break of throw here. Well, that's 12, plus the 32 to leave 56. He's just having a think about which to go. 16 for tops, I'd have thought, given he's been looking at tops all night.
Nathan, you require 149.
Treble 20, treble 19, double 16. It's a big un, but it's a good un, this. 3 targets you regularly go for. He's got the first, but not the second. That grimace tells you all you need to know.
33. David require 40.
Yeah, it tells you that he probably fears the worst here with Chizzy about to make his move, but, well, it would be no surprise if Aspinall returned. Those two are very, very close.
20.
And Aspinall will return.
Nathan, you require 16.
He moved over there because I thought he was going to try and smash into the bottom of those 2 darts. In the end, it looks like he went for the open bit of the bed. Could not find it. And Aspinall find double 8 for 4-1. Or double 4. Yes, he can. 4-1 to the Asp.
Yeah, I said it would have been no surprise to see Aspinall return, and yeah, Dave Chisnall's figures on the finishing now 1 from 8, and that is just one of the problems that he's got to deal with. And this is another one as well.
Yeah, it is 1 from 8, and that's not good, obviously.
And look at that first 9 average as well, 80 points now. Yeah, 40 points between them on the first 9 average. I mean,
58.
18 and the overall average, and it was very nearly 3-2 there. Just got to stick in with players. We saw Danny Noppert playing darts from the gods earlier on today in the early stages of the game, and he didn't run away with the match despite being loads better than Cameron Menzies. Menzies just stuck in it even though he was second best, and at the end the game changed because Notty couldn't sustain it.
21.
And all right, the average has come down for Nathan Aspinall, but he has maintained that 3-leg gap.
well, now we have a bit of life from Chizzy. That will slightly enhance his first 9 average, 180 to move into position, but Aspinall, I think, has a great opportunity for another break of throw here.
He doesn't like the lie there, which is why he moved over to the 18s.
38. $96. $60.
Only 60.
126.
126 plays 124, but this is on the Chisnall throw. It's kind of a free go for the Asp to get another leg here.
Yeah, and the way Chizzy's been finishing, even if he does get down to an opportunity, there's no guarantees that he'll take it.
101. Nathan, you require 124.
Decent effort. It doesn't find the mark. Nathan may be looking at a dart at the bullseye at the end of this himself. The 14. Oh, he's dragged it into the 11.
84.
Poor dart from Nathan Aspinall.
25.
Yeah, got away with the missed darts at bullseye there from Chizzy, but Chizzy returns looking at a more routine 2-dart opportunity at double 8, and this time he takes it. Yeah, that little slip from Aspinall making a big difference there, but yeah, no massive damage done. It's only on the Chizzy throw. I think he just has to pick up the pieces somehow here and make sure he starts off strongly.
Yeah, and it goes down as the first leg where Nathan hasn't had a dart to win it, but he should have had a dart to win it. There you have it. Highest checkout of the game, 40.
108.
Just seemed to caress that final dart into the treble 20, and that will certainly do his front 9 the world of good as well. Good response though from Aspinall, that'll do. On throw. Chizzy needs to find something big again.
$95.
4 perfect darts to start the leg. 5th doesn't find the target, so the dream of yet more 9-darters on what is already a record-breaking year on the Euro Tour for 9-darters.
91.
That dies in this particular leg.
Yeah, with 4 days of action to come as well. We head to Prague very shortly for the 13th and final European Tour event of the season.
43. Nathan, you require 130.
Well, a little bit of breathing space here for Aspinall. The security blanket is well and truly in place. 6 darts from here.
$65.
65 to leave 65.
Oh, there's an obvious way of that becoming a little bit messy. He comes back and has a go at the ball and hits it, rather than the 25 that he requires.
33. Nathan, you require 65.
Could switch it up. Could go for the treble 11. That'd be a Chris Dobie route for 65, but I think the Asp, who is trying to leave tops when he can, will be looking at the 25. Got it.
Perfect
5-2.
first dart. Perfect first dart. And a perfect second dart as well. Yeah, good decision making that from Nathan Aspinall. Certainly had options and may have entertained one or two other ideas, but he looked firmly focused on the prize there, and yeah, gets back on track very quickly after the leg that went away with that miss of the big number in the previous one. And yeah, there's that snarl again. Yeah, I mean, he arrived on stage with a big smile on his face, but there's a real steely focus from Nathan Aspinall this evening. That snarl is there, the presence is there, and the darts are certainly there this evening.
140.
The finishing has been good from Aspinall. Not quite as brilliant as it was last night, but importantly, he's matched it up with some excellent scoring in this game. This is a very good performance, and it's the best we've seen from Nathan since his layoff.
Well, he could finish up with figures on the finishing of 6 from 10, which against Chizzy is... I mean, he would have snapped your hand off at the offer of that one before they started.
To the 19s now.
99.
Yeah, leaves himself 167, but Nathan Aspinall, with the back-to-back ton 40s, if he produces another here, he's got a great chance of sealing the match. Not a happy bunny, is he?
Far from it. But setting himself high standards, because he knows any sort of slip-up, you know, Chizzy could so easily make his move.
Dave, you require 167.
Well, double 18 to leave 160. Bold play.
I like it.
$58.
Some
Dave, you
way to
require
win a game
160.
after the setup shot. If this goes.
It might well go down as one of the finest pieces of approach play. There we go. The second dart is just off target.
100. Dave, you require 109.
But he's still there if Chisnall doesn't take this out. And he might yet do it. 94 left. Double top for Chiz. The top seat's not done yet.
Dave Chisnall. 9 flag, Nathan.
The Asp stranded. Well, there's a little smile from Nathan.
Highest checkout of the match so far by some distance as well, and it had to be because Chizzy had to really dig himself out of a hole there.
Well, by and large, on throw, he's been very good in this game, Nathan Aspinall.
100.
3 legs. He's won in 5 visits to the board. He did have that 20 darter. That's where Chizzy missed 3 clear darts at top. So that was a real opportunity for Dave Chisnall. But he's held throw. He's been strong on throw.
140.
One more good leg. It should be enough.
140.
Great way to force that final dart in. Stayed well away from that second dart. Still had plenty of room over on that left-hand side, and real purpose about that final throw as well. But there's real purpose here from Chizzy as he looks to keep the dream alive, looking for a 3rd European Tour title this year.
140.
Leaves the 1-2-1, which he missed the bullseye for earlier on in this game. Chisnall has another dart into the 5 segment. There's been quite a few. There's another.
90. Nathan, you require 121.
So Nathan Aspinall, to wrap things up, wants to put to bed any talk, any suggestion of a fight back here from Dave Chisnall. Bullseye is the target.
84.
Has he hit the 13 again? He has.
It's exactly what he did earlier in the game. On that occasion, he wasn't allowed back to the board. On this occasion, oh, Dave Chisnall went searching for 2 tops, and he's thrown the other one out the board. And it means that even if he is allowed back, Dave Chisnall's got a harder job.
Yeah, quite surprised at that from Dave Chisnall with the second dart. Didn't blame him having a go for the double-double finale. But here we go, 2 darts at double 16 for Nathan Aspinall for a passage into the 3rd round here in Basel. 1 dart in hand, and it's at double 8, and that will do very nicely indeed. A really good performance by Nathan Aspinall once again, you have to say, rounding things off with a 15 darter. The 2 13 darters really set the tone along with the early break as well. A good tussle as you